Good evening. Welcome to another edition of Guest House, Sweet Home for Patients and Families in Chicago. I'm Deanna Nicole Smith, Director of Development.
And I'm Adam Hellman, Executive Director of the Guest House. And thanks so much for joining us this evening as we continue to tell you more about our organization and also how we might benefit you in the future.
And as you can see, we have a special guest this evening. We are so excited to welcome Allison Hansen, who is the CEO and Executive Director of the Illinois Medical District, which we affectionately like to also say the IMD. Welcome, Allison.
It's great to be here. I love being with you both and having the opportunity to talk a little bit more about the IMD and the guest house.
That's perfect. Tonight's episode, we're really going to focus on that, on the IMD, on the district, and getting to know Allison better. Before we get started, why don't we show a brief video about the district to get you acquainted with it?
Years, Chicago has inspired great minds to make no small plans. We've built the nation's crossroads on our big shoulders and helped people dream of what's next and then make it real. Today, Chicago is home to some of the world's most innovative and disruptive healthcare enterprises. They're gathered in one special place, the Illinois Medical District. The IMD offers a unique combination of people, place, and potential. In the IMD, entrepreneurs and established leaders work side by side in a collaborative community united in purpose to drive medicine forward. Situated just 10 minutes west of downtown, the Illinois Medical District provides resources and access few cities in the world can offer. Spanning nearly 600 acres, the IMD is home to 4 major health systems, research labs, universities, and biotech innovators. Our 24/7 environment is easy to access by car, air, and public transit, making it convenient for those who work, live, and spend time in the IMD. Plans for exciting amenities include retail, hotel, restaurants, and community gathering spaces. Spirit that gave Chicago its start continues today in the Illinois Medical District, where the next generation of visionaries is reshaping the practice of medicine and changing the world.
I have to say, I love that video, Allison. That was spectacular. I don't know how you felt about it, but it really does take you inside of the district and it gets you excited about what's to come. So before we even get started talking about the IMD, can you just tell our viewers a little bit more about your background and what made you want to even work for the IMD?
Absolutely. So I came to the IMD after about 25 years with healthcare. And what drew me to the IMD was the fact that we have 4 hospitals. Mm-hmm. And I had worked at the University of Illinois, the Chicago campus, and had experienced what was happening in the district. And I thought, what an amazing opportunity to come and create a better experience for our 4 hospitals, for our 2 universities, and as you saw in the video, over 40 organizations that reside in the district. And that's my passion, like really being able to care for the community, but also create something that's going to continue to attract and retain top talent into the district.
And that's so important when you think about the fact that, as you know, now you all have seen us a couple of episodes, you've come and you've joined us, and we're located in the Illinois Medical District, and so is CAN TV. So you can see from behind us, we're excited. You can tell we're located in the IMD, and we have this beautiful view, as you can see. So that's why you need to come and actually visit us here. You need to come and see about us so that you can see this wonderful view that we're looking at right behind us. But would you tell us more about what was actually shown and what does IMD really mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever been down Ogden or down Damon, you probably have noticed that you're in the Illinois Medical District. Maybe there's an IMD on something as you're passing through. We are 560 acres, and we start just after the intermodal at 13th Street, and we go up to Congress, and then we go as far west as Oakley, and we end at Ashland. And so we were started, we're 2 things. I like to say we're 2 things. We're geography, so that's the landscape, and we do have a lot of organizations within that footprint, but we're also a commission. We're a group of individuals who are here for the sole purpose of serving the district. We have special zoning authority for the district, and we are a landowner in the district as well. But our priority and our master plan, which is on our website, and our strategic plan really point to us right now to think about how are we caring for the district as a whole, much like the guest house cares for patients. How do we care for the district, and how do we make it a more inviting and a more welcoming place for those that are getting patient care, or a student, a learner, or here working, and now I'm excited to say maybe living in the district, because we have over 1,000 housing starts in the IMD, and we started leasing in January, and we're filling up very quickly. So we're really excited about the neighborhood that we're becoming.
Oh, I believe that.
That's really great. Can you, sort of building on that, can you talk about your vision and what you think the future looks like for the IMD?
Yeah, so speaking of the video, what I like about that video is it gives you a good sense of who are we, but it also is aspirational. We really do see ourselves as building more mixed-use facilities that are taller buildings with more density. Our mission at the end of the day is to be an economic growth engine for Chicago. But the way we want to get there is by working with the community to bring those types of services to the community that are really needed now. And so our master plan is our big guide, but it's like this thick. It's too much to try and digest. So we also create an annual strategic plan that focuses on 4 main pillars. Identity, and that's when you come into the district, you should know you're there. You should feel it. You should be easily able to wayfind. The second is collaboration. We have a lot of councils and groups that meet to keep the voice of the customer in the district alive. And that's the one thing that we can easily do. We can bring the district together and talk about those things that are really important to accomplish together. We can do much more together than we could alone. We also are a life science ecosystem, so we have a focus on innovation. And you saw that in the video. We aspire to bring more innovation and to be the place for medical discovery. And then our final area is community. And if there was one most important pillar, it would be that. How are we taking care of the community? How are we giving back? What can we do to make Chicago and our little corner of Chicago in the Illinois Medical District more inviting?
So in saying, when you talk about community, why do you see the guest house, or why do you feel that that's important when you look at the connection to the IMD?
Absolutely. We're one of the most diverse places in Chicago. And what the guest house offers is something unique and special. And I know from working in hospitals, when you're at your lowest point and when you have needs, your mind isn't even thinking about where you need to go. And the guest house really offers our patients and their families a safe, welcoming environment to reside in while they're getting their care under their doctor's orders. So I really feel like the guest house, it's one of those gems that we don't talk about enough. So when you said you had a show to talk about everything the guest house does, I was like, that's perfect, because it's hard to get the word out. And so the guest house is just a really special place. And I have to say, beyond what you do for the patients, the one thing I've noticed about your leadership team is you give back to the community, and you look for ways, whether you're supporting events or doing things for the marathon, or you're always looking for a way to be part of the community. And that's what's going to weave us together and create a stronger district, when we're all sort of stepping out of our boxes and our places of work and looking around and going, how do we help each other?
Right.
Most definitely.
That's really interesting too. You know, the thing that really impresses me about what you're doing and the kind of work that you're doing is it really starts from the base level infrastructure. So the CTA trains that people can take to get to the Illinois Medical District, the buses, to the streets, to the markings, the signage, to the retail, to buildings that are going up. There's such a range of things that you're working on. I'm fascinated. It's very compelling what you're pulling together and the vision you're pursuing for our little part of the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's a job that's hard to describe because it's a little bit village planning. We also have real estate. We're also very focused on our workforce and how do we continue to attract. We want to bring teams together. So there's a very strong team at the Illinois Medical District to help us weave these pieces together. And no day is the same. I'm sure you both have that same experience, but and that's a good thing because it keeps us on our toes.
That is a good thing.
Right.
And I think about all of these unique pieces within the district. Like, for instance, I don't know why this is top of mind right now, but there is a farm in the district, if you did not know that. There is a wonderful program that is Urban Autism Solutions, and they have a farm. And for those of you who don't work right here, you need to just come into the district to just walk around and learn more and find these gems that are in the district. And I think it's just wonderful because that goes back to all of these dreams or these aspirations you have for the district. And that adds to the whole work-live space, livability piece, but it also connects the community because this is a nonprofit who's doing valuable work as well. And I just thought I would mention that because I think it's just so wonderful. Every time I walk over there to that farm, it just allows our guests at the guest house to find affordable options, healthy, literally coming off of the land where they can just pick something up.
Yeah, and the farm is open. They actually employ a farmer. Like in the
know,
middle
which
of
is so great.
Chicago, we have a farmer. Yes, we do. And so I love that they have farming baskets. So if you subscribe, you can pick up a basket every other Wednesday and get all your fresh fruits and vegetables. They also offer a farm stand. So that's opened every day, Monday through Friday. And so that's, just a unique privilege that we have in the district to have a farm. And there's many other elements like that within the district that we're really proud of. You've a lot of people to talk to, Dion.
I do, and that's what I hope that you all will come back each month to learn more about the district and learn more about the partners that we work with here at the guest house. And hopefully you'll just start delving in little by little even more. What's important to you, and I know Adam, I'm sure, has another question or two, but I know you had your pillars, but is there something that always seems to come to you every day, or every week? Is there a certain piece of those pillars that you see people asking about more often than others?
I mean, I think if you look back in time and you look back at our history, which is really fascinating, how the Illinois Medical District came to be, we were planned to be an industry of healthcare. And that's happened. Like
Okay.
4 hospitals,
Okay.
2 universities, 10 health science colleges, and strong hospitals around us as well. And so that intention has been fulfilled. The second intention was housing. And that intention is becoming fulfilled more recently. The third, and I think what strikes my heart, and I think we're all looking for a little bit more of, is what they called a quiet zone. We would call today green space. So parks, recreation, a place to go and sort of gather your thoughts. And when you think about what happens in the district with people, as I mentioned, at their lowest point, sometimes hearing the worst news, or in really difficult family circumstances, we all need that place that we can go to and step away from that. And so we continually look for funding and ways to raise money to create more parks and create more places for recreation in the district. And while that doesn't generate any revenue for the Illinois Medical District as a commission, it is so important for our future, and it's so important for the community that we serve. So I would say if there's one priority, it's under that community pillar, and it's really about creating joy.
I would agree with that.
Building on that, how many people come to work every day in the district? We all come from outside the district, but in addition to the 3 of us.
I mean, we have, when you look at it in total, for all of the people who are coming in and through the district, we're like Evanston. We're closer to 88,000. We've always said 80, but we've got a lot of residents now. We're closer to 88,000 people who come through the district every day. So, I mean, foot traffic is absolutely happening.
Right.
And we're also, because we're healthcare, we're a 24/7 environment. Our lights are always on. There's always somebody working in the district. And for that reason, you know, and when you think about our size, we're about 1 square mile. Evanston's about, 7.5, maybe 7.8. You know, we're a lot happening in a very small place.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And and to your point, I don't think a lot of you even realize or thought about the fact that University of Illinois Chicago is right here. Like, you don't think about what this area, what this neighborhood, what this district was called, or how important and valuable it is to the residents of the city of Chicago. Like, this area is so key to the wellness of all Chicagoans. So I hope that you will actually pay more attention when you're driving around and just realize this is a valuable space. So we need to protect it, we need to value it, we need to support it. And I hope that you will do more of that as you think about what we're doing here every month as we try to support the guests that we house.
That's true. You know, you think about the partner organizations in the district, and especially the people we work with. So we have Rush University Medical Center. People come from all over the world to get their treatment at Rush, and they come from all over Chicago. University of Illinois, UI Health, similar all over the world, but then also all over Chicago. Stroger Hospital of Cook County, same thing, more localized, but also people who are there sometimes from far away. And it's really important to think about not only how the medical district helps reach the world or the rest of the country or something like that, but also how it helps people in Chicago and in Cook County, and what an important part of their lives so many of these institutions are.
Yeah, we're really, we always like to talk about ourselves as a live, work, play, learn environment. So, and we add that learn because with the learners of Rush University and the University of Illinois Chicago, we see a lot of those students come through as well. So, you know, it is an amazing place that you don't even know you're in or have the luxury of being a part of often. And I talk to other innovation and medical districts from around the world. I just had a conversation with a group out of Europe, and we're all sort of in the same place of discovery about how we move ourselves forward. But I think the vitality comes through the community. And I think the community that you all build by inviting others in to be in a safe, caring environment when they're at their lowest point, but also giving back to the community. I think those are the types of organizations that we're trying hard to partner with and support wherever we can.
That's really great. You know, one of the things that we think about that's very exciting for our guests is the more livable, the more walkable, the more friendly the district becomes thanks to your efforts, the more places there are that people can walk in to get a meal,
Yes.
to do retail, just basic retail trade. Those things are so important, and those make it so much more of a neighborhood.
Right. We're studying right now our walkability and our bikeability with a company called Sam Schwartz for that very reason, Adam. And we're also looking at wayfinding. How do we acknowledge our partners that are in the district and through signage, and maybe even more importantly, through landmarks or ways that become interesting, right? And almost like delighters that you've decided to walk around and now you're coming over some history of the district or seeing something beautiful within the district.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the moments we're really trying to capture. So we also have a wayfinding study going with Confluence that we're really excited about. And then a lot of our partners, just like the Guest House, are doing things in the district like supporting run-walk efforts. We've got the Rise to Shine Run, which will be happening in October. I mean, there's just a lot of opportunities to get outside of your workplace, outside of now your home if you're living in the district, and start to meet people and start to do some things that you enjoy right in your neighborhood.
Yeah. And I think as we talk about that, and since she mentioned Run Walk, we're really excited to be one of the charity partners that's located in the IMD that's a part of the 2023 Bank of America Chicago Marathon. And I hope that you all will consider wanting to support our team. And you can go to our website to find more information, which is www.guesthousechicago.org. And I hope that you will take a peek at this quick little video that shows our excitement from last year.
Director of Development for the Guest House.
My name is Paul Smith, and I'm here today to support the IMD Guest House Foundation. We've been trying to become a supporter of the marathon for a number of years.
I'm Jan Crucial. I'm the Manager of Volunteers and Programming at the Guest House. I love being a part of serving and being there for people in a way that is supportive to them during a really crucial time in their life.
Go Guest House! We're a wonderful, critical charity.
We're there to provide some comfort, some release from stress and anxiety. We love what we do. I love what I do. I'm so proud to be here at the Guest House.
Had to do some editing with that lovely video. We love it so much. It's so wonderful. And as we were watching that, we're excited to tell you that our own Allison is actually going to be in the marathon. Can you believe it?
Super excited about that.
know.
Yeah,
That's
I will
so
definitely
great.
look for you guys in Pilsen when I'm running
Oh,
through,
yes.
or maybe walking by that
Yes.
time, but definitely.
Yes. And so if anybody is watching, we're going to actually have a cheer station in the 1600 block of South Loomis. So you cannot miss us. You can't miss us. We've had so much fun. We had so much fun last year just supporting our runners because we don't take it for granted. And I think those of you who know about this marathon, you know it's an event that attracts people from all over the globe. But what's really special about it is the fact that they support 190 charities are actually partners, and there are runners that support 190 of us, and that's huge. So we're just grateful. This is our second year, and we're in it for next year too. But we won't worry about that right now. But we're so excited. So we hope that you will just learn more about it, learn more about us. We're so excited and grateful that Allison came
Thank you,
here this
Allison.
evening to
Privilege. Thank
speak
you.
with us, and we hope that you'll join us definitely next month. Please come and join us. And for more information, www.guesthousechicago.org.
Absolutely. You're always a guest at the guest house.
Home sweet home.